Alright guys, good morning. Welcome back to another day of van building. So, we've had a couple of days off. We went to Quirky Campers. Well, interesting weekend, that's all I'll say. There's a lot there, plenty of vans. If you think van life's over, you're very, very wrong. Yeah, have a look at the website if you want to know more about them. Hire campers, do all sorts of stuff. Good weekend actually, it was alright. Long way for me, but met up with some mates and yeah, it was good. It was good. So, a little bit of a rest. Back to van building. As you can see, we're at exactly the same spot, stage as we were last time. My dad has got some bits for painting. He's got this. He's got some wood for the walls. I'm sure we're going to be getting involved with the electrical gear inside, I think. Obviously with the coffee. And crack on in here, try and get maybe not things working, but things in place. Might be a good day to go and buy some wood for the roof as well. Really, really need to get this roof done. Lots and lots of room. So, let's crack on and do something. Alright guys, so even though it doesn't look any tidier, or it doesn't to me anyway, I think we've got things in place. All we have to do is get all these through the conduit now. So we've got everything going to the place at where we want to go, i.e. different places of the van, and it all comes over either in this conduit or this conduit, or it stays lower and doesn't actually need to go up and over the van, so that when we come down to the fuse box, we haven't just got wires all running down the wall. It'll be coming down through this gap, through the conduit, and hopefully the fuse box will be nicely placed down here. That's the plan of action anyway. Whether I can execute it, not sure. Alright guys, so that might not be finished in this area, but at least it's tidied up, and these will all get clipped into this piece of wood at the side. All of this, when secured, is not squished by anything and going to cause any abrasions or rubbing. Or I think I'm going to measure the roof up, make a phone call and see how much it's going to be for some tongue and groove for the roof. So we actually got a window in this weather, and I took the opportunity, because it's meant to be really, really bad all week, just to very quickly get outside and cut some boards for the bathroom. So I've stopped with the electrics just while the weather was good. I thought I'd just show you what was going on in the mind a little bit here. And it's I'm going to put two boards together, because it should save me on any studding on the inside and make the boards thick enough to be their own support basically. I'm going to screw them together first, and then I'll probably run them through the saw again just to make a perfect edge. It's very, very close. In fact, it looks like it's alright, but I'll be able to tell when I screw it all together. Alright guys, so I apologise for not being able to take you into the bathroom, but it's just too small and too tight to try and there's no light in there at the moment. So all I've done is I've screwed this onto here to allow for the roof paneling to come this way. I need to stick this up with some spray adhesive before I actually put the roofing up, and I've just put a face plate on here. The reason I'm doing this is because I really, really want to get this roofing done tonight. So to get the roofing done, I need to know where the roofing needs to start, finish. My friend's coming later, so I best try and do something. Alright guys, well, a little bit of thinking, pondering, and basically not liking the bathroom at all. It's definitely not how I wanted to do it, or should have done it, or any of the above, but this is why you shouldn't build a van in a month. So let's just say that. It's just a challenge. Can you do it in a month? Let's find out. Will it be alright? Let's find out. So, basically, if I'm doing this roof, I've got a few things that I need to do. That's why I've just stopped and had a little bit of a thing. I really need to wire up fans and lights. Don't mind electrics, I'm not bothered by it. There's lots and lots of people out there to tell you how to do electrics, so I'll just keep this going, and all I'll do is tell you what I'm going to actually use. For the roof, I'll be using solder sleeves. Nice and easy and very good. Solder sleeves with a little bit of heat shrink on there. That's too big, but if you're doing the solder sleeves, that is perfect. So Portasol. The only thing I do have to do is shut the door, because the only thing they don't like is a bit of wind. And if it's too windy, these things are not fantastic. These are absolutely fantastic, especially if you don't want to lose any of the inner strands of the copper, which I have to admit, a lot of people do lose the inner strands, and well, you're just losing the integrity of that wire. It is no longer the wire that you originally bought if you're losing the copper strands inside. So, but I would say good soldering iron and a good pair of wire strippers, and a good pair of the crimps, especially because little thin non-ratcheting type. No, these ratchet so you can hear, and then they'll actually stay together. One more clip and they're back out. So the ratcheting one's so much better. So let's rambling on, and let's get this wired up. Alright, so there we have it. Nice, secure. Doesn't look bad either. Let's have a look. Well, I hope it doesn't look bad anyway. Tell me what you think. 2 solder sleeve connectors, 2 heat shrinks on the individual connectors, and then 1 heat shrink going all the way over. Yeah, I've done the pull test. Didn't fall apart, so all good. Just gonna do my lights. All I need to do is put a little bit of wire to them and bring it over to here. That should be it. Also, I need to just disappear the wire, put some tape on it. I'm actually going to stick a flex a little bit in here, so I'll probably put a little bit of stick flex on that too. Right, so we've finally got one board in place. We've decided to use the pin gun of mine, which, yeah, it's not really working very well, but just going to whack some screws in the studding at the side, and hopefully that'll hold it in place till the stick flex goes off. Alright guys, so we've pretty much got it all done apart from one piece tonight, but we are wrapping it up and calling it. We've got no pins left in the gun and the sticker flexors run out all at once, so nothing we can do. Mate's popping back round tomorrow, he's going to finish it, and well, I might as well give you a tour of it then instead of giving you a half tour. So I'm going to pack up, say goodbye to me mate and his dog, and I'll catch us in a bit. Hello and good morning guys, I think we're on day 19 or something. Wow, I'm tired this morning. It was late by the time I'd packed up for doing the roof. I'll give you a very quick look at the roof this morning. But we are doing something else today. Only thing that I haven't put from the roof down is the solar and the wires that are needed. So it was a good job that we actually stopped where we did. And it gives me a chance today to drill a hole and get one of these little, they call them a solar wire gland or something like that. Plan of action is to have it coming down near the charging station area. But first of all, let's have a look at the ceiling, eh? Looks alright. I'm hoping that my lights are nicely spaced apart and nice and even in the middle. It should be. That line worked out perfectly in the middle and one board space, but it looks alright and it's pretty solid actually. It's, my friend's going to come back and actually stick some more pins in it. The pins that I had were very, very small and he was not happy at all at using them. In fact, I basically forced him to use them. And he said, driving along, it's going to come down even with sticker flex on. I beg to differ on that, but I'm willing to listen to the expert on this one. And he says, they're not very big, they're more like needles. So he'll put them in on like it goes in one way and the other way, butterfly pinning or something. Alright, so wire is going to come through here somewhere, probably just above this board, and then I'll be able to wire it down here along with all the rest of them. So that shouldn't be too bad. I'm probably not going to put the lights in yet. I haven't got fuse boxes or anything set up or batteries, so can't test anything. I hope it's wired up right, otherwise we've got a problem. Right, I'm going to make a coffee. We're going to jump on the roof, do some measurements, and drill a hole.
Swagger down the street with your red lips and funky beat. You better hold your head up to the sky. I'm gonna roll with you till the day I die. Hey, swing those hips around. Can't stop, roll back down, my ladies. Short haul.
Alright guys, so I've pulled you off the roof just to show you. I've bought this cable, solar power cable, and it comes with the ends on it. Now, you only need the ends on, well, one end basically, but you need to make sure that you've got a male and a female connector up on the roof. Now, put these off, and then I'll be able to feed them through dead easily.
A few moments later.
Alright guys, so that is the solar wires mounted in place. Got a little bit messy towards the end as I was trying to wedge a piece of wood in there. It did move around. Instead of me trying to wipe all the excess sticker flex off, I let it dry and just peel it off, and more importantly, it will be waterproof. So talking of waterproof, while we've got a good day, I did get some black silicone yesterday. I'm not going to use sticker flex to go around the window, and yeah, I'm going to draw a pencil line around the window, then I'm going to tape it, because as you can probably tell, I'm not very good with silicone. So that's what we're going to do. We can't all be good at everything. I'm just terrible at everything. Right, so pencil, silicone, tape to this. Alright guys, so we have got the window sealed up to a fashion. So what I'm actually going to do is maybe sort the electrics out and just do a little bit of tidying whilst doing a couple of bits of body filler over here. So when I actually put the front panel onto here, I decided just to screw it straight through the front, and I'm just going to put a bit of filler on there. Same with the outer edge. This edge, that's never going to paint up well. There's holes in it and everything. So I'm going to do the same as to what I did on the windows, and that's just give it a bit of body filler, some sanding, and hopefully a thick coat of primer. Should be alright. Alright, so I think that is that done. With the thick coat of paint after sanding, it should be a lot nicer than what it was. Carpenters out there, I know I shouldn't be doing it like this, I know. But I think it might be alright. Just had to put a couple of little smidgens on the window. Not a lot, it was just the air holes, tiny little air holes. I think that's going to do it for us tonight. I'm going to call it a day and clean up. Body filler everywhere. Shouldn't use your fingers with this stuff, but hey ho. Right, catch you guys tomorrow.